Welcome back. It's time now to take a look at the top business stories. Real estate shares drop at DFM. GCC not prepared for monetary union, say experts. And the CEO of Royal Jet talks about the problem of illegal chartering of private aircraft in the Middle East. Asian markets ended lower, although a weaker dollar boosted Japanese shares. The GCC markets closed positive today, while there were mixed results across the UAE bourses. The DFM fell 1% to close at 1,700 points. The real estate sector fell after posting gains earlier this week. Arab Tech Construction fell 0.5%, and Drake & Skull dropped 2%. MR Properties was also down nearly 1%. Do, as well as DP World, lost 0.75% each. 126 million shares were traded, valued at 201 million dirhams. Meanwhile, in the capital, the ADX gained over 0.5% to close at 2,754 points. Aldar Properties jumped 7%, while Soho Real Estate climbed nearly 5%. Dana Gas gained 1.5%, and TACA was up 0.75%. Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank fell 0.5%. 237 million shares were traded, valued at 381 million dirhams. At the GCC summit held in Abu Dhabi this week, UAE officials reiterated that the country will not rejoin talks towards a GCC monetary union. Well, to discuss this further, we're now joined by Philippe Dauba-Pantanacce, senior economist for the Middle East and North Africa at Standard Chartered Bank. Welcome to the show, Philippe.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, the UAE stand has not come as much of a surprise, has it?
Well, this hasn't come as a surprise. What came as a surprise was actually the conflicting declaration coming from another official earlier on saying that he would be happy to see the UAE join a common currency scheme along with Oman. But then we came back to the official line, which is adhering to the current statu quo, which is being outside of that currency union and keeping the peg to the dollar. We still think that from an economic perspective, the rationale is still very strong for depegging, which would actually happen through a monetary union. But this is certainly not the best time to do so and to bring more disruption.
So what are the major hurdles, apart from the UAE's non-participation, needed to overcome towards achieving this union then?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of technical aspect to the monetary union that still need to be resolved. In fact, a lot of the infrastructure is still not in place. Here you have to think about harmonization of clearing systems, of payment mechanism, but also of the statistical tools. But I think that also something that is very important is the political aspect. I think that what is important is to try to define why you would do a monetary union. In effect, we already have a monetary union, which is the dollar. All the currencies in the region are somehow using the dollar, except maybe Kuwait. So the idea is to define really what would be this project. And in the current scheme, with 4 countries, Saudi represents 2/3 of this. So I think there might be a little bit of reluctance to move forward very quickly on this right now.
Thanks, Philippe. See you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, as always.
On the way after the break, we talked to Shane O'Hare, the president and CEO of Royal Jet, about the business aviation sector in the Middle East.